last season on The Bachelor UK. For those of you who don't know, The Bachelor UK returned to the air after a 6-year hiatus, bringing us this man, Alex Marks, becoming, quote, the most eligible bachelor in England. So what do we know about him? Well, we know he's a runner because they start every frickin' episode with him running. Alex to running is like how Colton is to showering. Which makes sense, as he's a 31-year-old personal trainer from Kent who stands at 6'6". Or 6'7" if you count the man bun. So our UK Bachelor Alex is on the quest for love in South Africa, and we have a whole season to recap, so let's get right into this Bachelor Breakdown, UK edition. Week 1 begins with no Bachelor to be found. No, he hasn't jumped a gate, we're just having a little get-together with the 17 ladies who will be vying for Alex's attention. And here's our new Chris Harrison, Mark Wright, who storms in and lets everyone know that before they'll meet Alex, they'll have to vote out 2 of the ladies they think aren't here for the right reasons. To figure this out, each gal is getting an opportunity to plead their case to the group. As for the ladies, to save myself a complete headache, I'll highlight the women you'll want to remember for the season. First is Alicia, a 25-year-old event coordinator, Frankie, a 23-year-old makeup artist, Robin, a 28-year-old Bollywood dancer, Charlotte, a 36-year-old model, Farron, a 35-year-old bloody Yankee from the States, America! Georgie, a 30-year-old circus performer, Rianne, a 28-year-old actress, Tara, a 21-year-old barber, Tanique, a 28-year-old brand manager, and Natasha, a 28-year-old surveyor. The ladies tell their stories and basically they cry the whole time. Then head to voting off 2 of them. My favorite explanation for why someone got voted off is Tara's reason for voting Natasha.
Do you know what, Natasha, I didn't even hear her. Like, she's so small and quiet. I don't even know what she said. Like, legit.
Once the votes are tallied, it's Farron and Natasha who have been eliminated, and now have the choice whether or not to leave or try to survive on Exile Island. Okay, so it's finally time to head to the UK mansion and meet our Bachelor as he gets introduced to the remaining ladies. Ooh, and in this Bachelor, the ladies get their own car. Georgie shows up and things get hot.
That's pretty cool. Jeez.
And Alicia comes in doing her best impression of a disco ball and brings a pie, which apparently I'm told was actually store-bought. No women wearing animal costumes across the pond, but Lily comes in with the closest thing to a costume gimmick and she's ready to fight for love. Or reenact the Rocky movies. Tara does her best version of Rap God.
Everything that I can, so don't doubt me. My ex said I failure. Oh, it's the only thing that I'd be. Boy, bye, I've moved on. I am so strong.
And talks at the speed of an Energizer bunny.
I hope he feels the same. Like, imagine if he doesn't, but I hope he does, because I was actually buzzing.
Lois comes in with a bold move.
Wow, okay.
Oof, that did not go well. So all of the ladies settle into the house and our Brit Harrison reveals that not only will there be a first impression rose handed out, but also a white rose. If Alex gives you a white rose, you can choose any time to sweep him away on a date that you organize. Time to grab Alex, and these ladies aren't used to the American Bachelor format as they get shocked when someone comes in to steal the Bachelor away.
What's she doing? She's going to interrupt.
Yeah. Who does that? Not me.
Oh, the games have begun.
Lois talks to Alex about their kiss.
I'm not used to maybe forwards, like as forward women.
Oh, you're not?
No.
I think giving Alex a kiss was the right decision.
No, it wasn't.
And Alex does the rounds before handing out the first impression rose to Abby. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Well, Abby wasn't in the list of girls to remember for this season. Yup, she's basically never heard from again except one more time when she pukes. As for the white rose, it's handed out to Georgie, the circus performer. Now it's time for the very first rose ceremony, which comes down to Tanique, Chloe, and Lois.
Tanique.
Zipping along to week 2, and it's the very first date card of the season, a one-on-one for Frankie. So she sets out for a wild date in an animal sanctuary with Alex and some cheetahs, and then a nice dinner that ends in a rose. Group date time, 8 women are headed to the beach for a race to pick up sticks and some tug-of-war, because apparently one of the most important qualities in a woman is her ability to pick up a stick really quickly. Tara comes out as the winner and gets the honor of a single drink with Alex while the other women watch awkwardly a few feet away. Next up is the cocktail party before the rose ceremony, and the claws are beginning to come out.
People were sort of talking about each other behind each other's backs. There was just this energy of sort of weirdness.
And one person seems to be sticking out.
Alicia was just absolutely raging. Face like thunder.
Claudia gets some one-on-one time and mentions her favorite movie of all time.
What's your favourite film?
It's either Cloud Atlas.
Tom Hanks.
Yes.
Didn't it tank? Tom
Many
Hanks is
people-
actually my favourite actor, and it was my least favourite film of his.
Not off to a great start. Meanwhile, Alicia is thinking Claudia Atlas has had enough time and lets Tanique know she's going to interrupt, which Tanique warns is a bad move. Alex doesn't like interruptions. And the ladies are upset, as earlier Alicia made it clear no one was to interrupt her time, and now she's interrupting Claudia. After a successful tag-in, the other women let Alicia know, hey, bro, that wasn't cool. Especially Frankie, which, well, didn't turn out so great.
You captured it! Don't give it to me! Don't give it to me!
Shut up! You listen, God!
And this begins the adventure we'll come to know as Alex is in over his head. He tries to figure out what the heck just happened and talks to all the ladies. Rose ceremony, and this one comes down to Claudia, Victoria, and Tara.
Tara.
Week 3, and there are 2 very important events that happen this week. The first is a 2-on-1 with Rianne and Lily, where they get to snorkel with a colony of seals, and we get to see just how awkward Alex actually is.
No?
So proud to be after this then.
Huh?
Good work.
Have I said that I do?
I know he meant that to be cheeky and flirty, but ugh. And this will become a theme with this guy throughout the season. All through this date, it's one gal who seems to be pulling ahead with Alex's affections, and it's Rianne who gets the rose. The two get a dinner date, and Rianne opens up about being divorced from a man who cheated on her, and thus begins the first point of major drama in the season. This.
You're hot as hell, and I love the connection, but also, I'm going to do this.
Now, this isn't your typical US Bachelor. This kiss sets people off, and all future ones do as well. On the group date, which includes Rianne, Frankie and Tara confront Rianne about it.
We kind of decided to just speak to Rianne about it and how we just felt like it was a bit weird that Lily left and then they kissed.
Oh, come on, like you wouldn't have done the exact same thing in her shoes. And he kissed her. The other big reveal for this week is, remember Farron, the Yankee, and Natasha? Well, they survived Exile Island and are coming back. That's right, they were never gone, and now they get a date with Alex before he decides whether they're cool enough to head back into the competition. Which, of course, the ladies are super stoked about.
Whoever voted for me, huge mistake. Okay.
Big mistake. Big. Huge.
And this week ends on that, without a rose ceremony. Week 4 is all about figuring out if the ladies can be proper housewives and cook for Alex because, you know, it's 2019 and that's still a thing. Nope, the shocking twist here is that the chefs brought in to help the ladies are actually Alex's brothers, sent to see the true personalities of each of the gals. And all the women are going except Robin, and she's all like...
But why?
Perhaps she hasn't caught on that this means she'll be getting a one-on-one later. On the group date, the gals are divided into different groups to create a different course for Alex, and Tanique gets off to a horrible start without even realizing it.
Where can I clean this? Where can I clean this? Okay, thank you.
Tanique was quite rude. Can you do this? Can you do that?
Meanwhile, Robin is on a one-on-one and enjoys some wine with Alex along with a little snog. Hope she doesn't tell anyone, otherwise World War III might begin. Speaking of things that will set the other women off, the surprise for this one-on-one is that the dinner portion of their date is being catered by the other women.
What? This is a little bit muggy.
So once the date's done, Alex's brothers give him the lowdown, which is very important considering
I trust these guys' opinion more than anything in the whole wide world.
They give him 3 names of who they consider, quote, top contenders. And they are Rianne, Alicia, which was a bit of a surprise to me, and Charlotte. They also fill him in on the rudeness of Tanique. With that, Alex takes their advice and gives a no-pressure 2-on-1 to Alicia and Charlotte. No pressure meaning one rose to give out, but no elimination for the other. The date involves having the women draw Alex like one of his French girls.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
Alex chooses Alicia's painting because, well, look at it, it's a frickin' masterpiece. And in the hot tub, he goes for a kiss. Ooh, smart move. Now she can tell the other women they didn't kiss and keep Alex wanting more. At the cocktail party, Alex begins his slow downward spiral into madness. He talks to Rianne, who feels like he isn't here for the right reasons if he keeps choosing a girl like Alicia. Obviously, he's super into Rianne, who's actually here looking for love, because they have like a 20-minute conversation as all the others look on. And Rianne's like, I'm trying to protect myself from heartbreak here. The others aren't having it.
She's immune. What is this competition about?
Why are you crying? You flipping lips him after Lily went. Sorry.
To be fair, Rianne did have a rose at this point from the date last episode, and was taking up so much time. Tara goes to interrupt, but Alex's mind is still on Rianne, so he goes to have a little facepalm on the stairs by himself instead. Tara is obviously upset, and all the girls unload on Rianne, who's like, peace, this is too much for me. She gets talked down off the ledge and comes back, while Alex gets the same treatment from Britt Harrison. At the rose ceremony, it's down to Tanique, who got the bad reviews from the bros, Tara and Frankie.
Frankie.
Week 5 is here, and it's time for Georgie to activate her white rose. Since she's a circus performer, she's taking Alex to do some rope stuff and fly around on a trapeze. They have a great date, snog, and Georgie gets a rose. Then she reports back to the group.
He just said so many nice things to me. I've never had like a man talk to me in that way.
What? That sends you off? Really?
And Alicia was giving me some funny looks, but I don't know if she's got like resting bitch face or...
For the next date, the power's in the ladies' hands. They get to decide the 3 women headed on a 3-on-1 with Alex. They choose Abby, Natasha, and Farron, who haven't had much time with him so far. And it's swimming with the sharks. So, to sum up, Natasha had a good time, Farron hates sharks, and Abby, well, doesn't do well on boats. So it's no surprise Natasha gets the one-on-one time, but nothing's there.
I just had a one-on-one date with Alex. I'm not sure if there is any sort of, like, romantic feeling there.
At the rose ceremony, Alex is ready to give Natasha another shot, but...
I would love to take this opportunity tonight to just stand down.
Oh my god.
With that, it's down to Farron, Robin, and Abby, and...
Robin.
Moving on to week 6, which, boy, if you missed 2-on-1s during Colton season, you're gonna love this. It's Frankie and Charlotte who get a 2-on-1 ziplining adventure that ends in heartbreak for one. And why choose the one you've had a connection with all along, when you can choose the model? Charlotte gets the rose, and Frankie is sent packing. So, something big happens next, which I hate. It's something I've seen happen in other seasons of The Bachelor, for example in The Bachelor Australia. 2 new women arrive. I just think it's a stupid move that makes everyone angry. The other women hate that 2 new faces are introduced into the mix. The 2 new women hate that they have to start, what, like 5 weeks behind? What chance do they have if all these other women have been building a connection for a long time? And Alex probably feels awkward either having to discard these women for the sake of the ones he's already had a connection with, or risk pissing everyone off by sending a regular home for a woman he's just met. Which, at the cocktail party, oh yeah, I skipped over Alicia gets another one-on-one and they kiss. There's a rose there too. So at the cocktail party, guess who gets another conversation? Rianne.
Of all the people that I've met and spoken to on a date, I feel like she could have slotted into my life the easiest.
Remember this line, as I've got some thoughts on their relationship later. Alex sits down with the 2 new ladies to suss out how he feels about them.
That's a mix of, now let me see if I get this right, and you're going to kill me if I get this wrong. Malaysian? No.
Wow, no way he's giving her a rose.
Charlotte T.
And it's down to Annabelle and Georgie, and...
The person not receiving this is somebody that I have learnt so much about.
Okay, so as soon as he says this, you know it's Georgie going home. Why would he say this about Annabelle, who he just met?
Annabelle, will you accept this rose?
So Georgie goes, and we go to week 7, where it's new Charlotte getting a one-on-one. Wow, he must just really be attracted to her. They have a safari date, and Alex is over the moon. I really don't know why, as there's not much going on here, but...
So this has been, without a doubt, the best date of my life, which is an incredible feeling.
Which really makes the others upset, a new girl coming in and stealing the show.
I'm literally in shock right now. I can't speak properly. I couldn't speak properly when she was telling me about the date.
Did they kiss?
Yeah, a few times.
And you can bet Alicia has only kind words to say.
You've literally rocked up on a shitty speedboat and you're here, like, you know, parading about your rose. He should be absolutely cacking his pants, for sure.
For the group date, the women must wear bridal gowns for a photo shoot. In front of all the other women. What on earth were they thinking, that they'd all enjoy this?
Wrap it up.
So Rianne and Alex have their time and something's bugging Rianne. She goes to see Alex after the date and is unsure about how Alex feels about her, considering all the things he's also said to the other women. Rianne asks Alex if he feels a stronger connection with the others over her, and he's like, I don't know.
Oh, it's a bit worrying.
I really like you. Can't deny it. I just don't know where my head's going to be at.
And Rianne's just like, peace. And Alex takes it well too. So, Rianne, the woman who was, honestly, as I saw it, the most genuine choice and realist connection with Alex, goes home. In the intro to Alex, he brings up how he grew up lanky and bullied and then became this sort of Tarzan tall beast of a man who suddenly got attention from women. And this explains so much. Why he has awkward conversations with the women despite looking, you know, like he's 6'6" and chiseled. And why he gets the most validation from the women who he's the most attracted to. The women who perhaps rejected him in middle school. Those types are the kind he's looking to seek validation from. But in turn, it means he looks past the women who are the best, most serious match for him. It's why Alicia has made it so far. Why Charlotte suddenly came in and blew him away after barely knowing her. Oh yeah, and speaking of, Alicia blows up at the cocktail party after Alex kisses new Charlotte after speaking with her.
Let you go! I'm sick and tired of you. No, I'm so over this shit.
She basically throws a temper tantrum, and Alex sort of withdraws into his shell because he's going insane and doesn't have a clue how to deal with drama. But in the end, it works, and she gets a rose while Annabelle heads home.
Charlotte.
Hometowns time. And there's so much to unpack here. Just kidding. Alicia goes first, and things go easy for Alex. Alex meets Robin for pool and chats with her girlfriends, and things go easy. Charlotte introduces him to her mum and niece, and things go easy. Then new Charlotte serenades him.
Walking into the theatre and hearing Charlotte's voice blew my mind.
And things go easy. But he has to choose someone to go, and of course he keeps the women he's most attracted to. So Robin's heading home. And would you look at that, we're already on to the finale. Alex and the final three head to the island of Antigua for the finale of this season, and each woman gets a one-on-one. This edition of The Bachelor has no fantasy suites, however, just a last chance to convince him they're ready to meet his folks. Alicia's first, and it's a boat date. Alex's insecurities come up once again.
I think that you've come to learn to be attracted to me.
But Alicia tells him otherwise, and the two enjoy the rest of their date. Then it's Charlotte who gets a beach date, and honestly I'm just moving on to the next date because they basically just kiss on the beach. New Charlotte actually gets a dinner date. Until it starts to rain, but wait a minute, they're just eating in the rain? Oh, and this gets said.
When it started raining, it was almost like a relief.
Yeah, never something you want to hear from a girl. At the rose ceremony, Alex sends Charlotte home, and we have our final two. And I'm sort of like, how did we get here? Alicia, who has basically been a villain the whole season, and Charlotte, who didn't even show up until the second half. So the two get an opportunity to meet Alex's mom and dad, and first up is Alicia, who's from Essex. Ugh.
Peasant girl.
And we get our usual grilling from mom. How do I know you're here? For the right reasons. And Alicia just goes on about their magnetic chemistry. For Charlotte, it's a different story. She isn't from Essex, and is a classical singer. So mom is like...
intelligent, bright. She's obviously got a lot to offer. I think probably her feelings for Alex are pretty genuine.
So it's time for the final one-on-one, and Alex mulls over who he wants to pick. By the way, both one-on-ones end up in the same hot tub.
This is a little bit muggy.
Alex must now decide who he's ready to begin a relationship with. Who he has the strongest connection to. Because we all know with this selection, there's no chance for a proposal. And it's Charlotte who shows up first. Always the kiss of death. As in Bachelor tradition, the first slave to appear is always the one getting dumped.
It's really difficult because I actually really, really like you.
So it's Alicia who wins the heart of Alex.
Okay.
And Alicia, I've fallen in love with you.
And there you have it, the entire season of The Bachelor UK recapped. Now, there has been some news already about the couple. Apparently on Twitter someone posted, "I want @Alicia Oates to win and then reject Alex for being a grade A." And she replied saying, "He is a grade A." The tweet has since been deleted and the two have come out in solidarity saying they're still together, but we'll see. So thanks for watching this recap of the entire season of The Bachelor UK. Hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to like and subscribe if you did. We're trucking along during the Bachelor off-season right now, and I've got lots more content to keep us busy until The Bachelorette, May 13th.
Remember his name. Remember his name. Remember his name.
What is his name?
One name to remember. But you not ask him his name.
What is his name?
Did you ask him his name?
Yeah, I've just forgotten it.
Alex.
Alex. Thought so.